Hi, welcome. So today we are going to go into a bit of integration about everything that you learned. And I'm Magali, and this is Coaching Institute Energy Coach Training. You've just gone through so much in all of your energy coach learning for yourself. This program has been about you, about embodying and empowering and understanding and getting to know your subtle energy system and that subtle energy that flows through you. And I want to just take some time together now that's very important to process what you've done and to discover how can you use this information in your life? How will this play out in your day-to-day life? So, we did that very important first steps of intention setting, and intentions can be brought into your life in the morning before you start your day. You can set intentions for your sleep, for your dreams. You can set intentions for stressful situations in your life before you enter them or when you think about them. Intentions for your relationships. This setting of intentions and feeling them in your energy system, in your body, grounding them, and really embodying and empowering yourself with your intentions is an incredible practice. And we also did grounding, which is a supportive energy tool that I use probably every hour of my day. And it's one of the first things we can help ourselves and others learn to do. Most of us have our lower energy centers, our lower chakras, which is like the sits bones, the pelvic area, the hips, the lower back, the belly. That whole area has often accumulated a lot of stress and tension, and you could say kind of life wounds through not feeling that we are enough, not feeling that we are loved, not feeling safe. These are unfortunately part of being human. We have a lot of suffering. And on an energy level, this lower part of our body is often sort of had an energy blowout, or it doesn't feel safe. So when we ground our subtle energy with earth energy, we stabilize, and in a sense, we kind of reparent our energy system to feel safe and secure and grounded. And through that stability and that trust, we empower ourselves to be able to call in more grace and light and love and nurturing into ourselves. And this helps every one of our energy practices that we do. So then in the lessons you did with me, we also looked at opening our sense channels and getting information and acceptance of the different ways we sense, whether it's through seeing, hearing, kinesthetically, feeling, or knowing, and any other sense that gives us information. This is a really important part of subtle energy coaching because we learn to accept and empower our way of using our senses. And that is kind of like a doorway into so much healing and growth that we can embody in our lives. And it's also a way we can really help others and gain more information about our relationships, our jobs, our hobbies, our health, our habits, so much. So I hope that you journaled on that and that you got some really important takeaways, and most importantly, that self-acceptance. So as you continue your practices and your regular life, always notice and translate between your sense channels what your experience is. That might mean you see something and then you give yourself the ability to listen to it and to put it into words. It might be that you feel something and then you can create a picture for it. So this is the way we can translate between our sense channels. So other great things we did together was breathing techniques. So we learned to do alternate nostril breathing, not only with our nose, but with our whole body, really opening that central channel of subtle energy and light and feeling that energy flow. And don't worry if you need to practice this several times to start feeling that central channel of light and that balance between the two sides of the body. You can have this experience anytime. So it's great to do alternate nostril breathing before meditation. It's wonderful to do it before like a sports practice or somewhere where you have to concentrate and focus. It's also great to use that ability that you're learning to be in your subtle energy body and to feel your central channel and to feel the two sides of your body and the front and back body at any time. It's like a quick holiday. It's a restorative practice and an energizing practice. Just make sure you ground and center yourself and bring your clear, kind intentions before you do that practice. This will create a lot of expansion and opening and healing within your energy and also within your emotional life and your relationships as well as your physical body. It works on every part of us. So I'm just looking down at my notes. And we might have done the central channel work before the sense work. I'm not sure the order now, but either way, it doesn't matter. They're both super important. Then we did energy balls. So we used our creativity and our imagination to bring sensory experience into these healing balls that then we can give to others or give to ourselves. Now you can use this to give yourself healing, to give those beautiful healing energy out into the world. And then we did the energy bubbles to bring ourselves protection, grounding, and a space to really receive goodness and be our own truth in that energy bubble. Again, empowering our creativity as a tool of energy coaching, as a subtle energy awareness. Creativity and imagination they go hand in hand with our energy tools for our subtle energy expansion, flow, and healthy, grounded energy activation. So we also did energy orbits. And I have to say, if I was on a deserted island and I could only bring one energy tool with me, it would be the energy orbit. Energy orbits have helped me ground, stabilize, heal, bring kind of not just awareness, but a very subtle focus to my subtle energy at times when I needed it the most. And it's a tool I will always like treasure. And so I hope you keep working with it. It can be for some people challenging the first time you do it to bring that awareness of that layer of the subtle energy body and trace it all around yourself. But the more you do it, the more it opens up new energy pathways and experiences. It can bring in kind of energy tools of light and sound and clarity that help our entire field and help us also with unity and grounded connection. So I love that one. And we also went on a meditation journey to find your resources in nature. And those resources are with you now as energy tools for your subtle energy to bring in at any time. If in your nature resource place you had beautiful water or something on the ground you loved, leaves, maybe it was the wind or the sun, those are now energy tools that you can bring into yourself before you go to sleep. If you're sad, if you need a boost, those are subtle energy tools that are there for you to use at any time. And hopefully you were able to meet an energy guide. If not, no worries. You can do that journey several times until you do. And that was really activating your imagination and your authentic soul level inner guidance and invisible support team. However you experience it is just right. Whether it's your inner guide or I call it the invisible support team, depending on our traditions. It could be from our religious beliefs. It could be from our culture. It could also be ancestral. It could be from our connection to nature, elements, plants, animals. So our guides can present in many ways, but they're always there to help us, to nurture us, to support us in our growth. And hoping you got some empowering symbols, kinesthetic experiences, sounds, or some other inner knowing that helped you with your question on that guided journey. Now, some of the next steps in energy coaching is to keep growing your subtle energy awareness, skills, and tools for your own healing and discovery, but also to call in your healthy power in a grounded, stable way, to invite your gifts to really clarify and expand, and also to be of service and work with others as an energy coach. So one of the ways that energy coaching is really unique and different is that, unlike energy healing, where the practitioner is often using their gifts kind of to direct that healing in the client's experience, as an energy coach, we're teaching these same tools to our energy coaching clients so that they can experience that inner healing for themselves. So it's a very empowering, loving, service-oriented career to be an energy coach. And it starts with us. So I always tell people, it doesn't matter if you want to do the energy coach training for your own healing and growth or for your service for others. And often it actually, they go so well together. It doesn't really matter where our starting point is. We end up evolving into our truth and our authentic path in life. And the energy coaching supports us in that, whatever our path is. So I wanted to share with you some of the amazing next step discoveries you can have in energy coaching. So you can work further with your energy centers to develop more subtle awareness of all the energy centers, integration, and also to bring in information about your life and other people's life, helping them understand relationships, actions, practices on that level of subtle energy. Now, you'll also learn how to work with archetypes to bring balance, to find answers from that inner wisdom that comes from our archetypes. You'll discover more and more energy tools that involve breathing, meditation, guiding others in meditation, as well as movement and sound as sources of energy, subtle energy experience that helps us with our own growth and healing, and in our service with helping others with their growth and healing. We work with our inner conflicts, whether it's like two parts of ourselves that are sort of having an argument or feeling separate, bringing them together in unity. That can be a younger self or an older self that we need to kind of integrate and find a loving communication with. Our next steps in working as an energy coach can involve allowing for communication, for processing of information, for healing of our nervous system, our health. It's not a replacement for medical attention, of course, but it is an assisting tool for that healing. It's an incredible support system. We also work with the 5 elements and how the 5 elements can bring so much beauty and truth into our life through empowering these elements that are part of all of us. And so the elements are earth, water, fire, air, and space. And we work with all of them to learn and evolve and bring the gifts of that element into our daily experience. And some other things we do, some other tools that we embrace on this path are tools of communication, of unwinding any obstacles, blocks, resistance, bringing healing and those resources in to support us so we can use our creative mind and our subtle energy to create the shifts and the evolution we need to really align with our loving, empowered emotions and authentic self. And so this brings healing to all of our relationships, and most importantly, that relationship with the self. There is a deep healing of any inner criticism or sense of not being enough when we're working at the level of subtle energy. And so this is, I think, for me, the most important thing. It's my greatest intention is that we all love ourselves, find stability, grounding, that we're able to set free anything that has wounded us, hurt us, that we carry in our body or in our emotions or in our energy, that we can unwind that and allow the universe to recycle that energy, that we can find more unity and space and acceptance. And this is what energy coaching gives us. So I look forward to working with you on your next steps. You can enroll in the program by clicking the button below. You can reach out to speak to one of our advisors. And wherever you're at, I really believe that energy coaching will assist you in your growth and your evolution. And there is a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means you can check out the program. You can gain more tools. You can figure out if it's the right thing for you. And so I encourage you to do that and to just keep your growth and evolution alive and in that centered, grounded, and empowered way. So I look forward to working with you again and talking to you soon. Be well.